What's going on, Kicks Gang? It's HEATKICKZ. He Kicks back with another dope sneaker unboxing, and I'm super excited to be bringing this to the channel. Honestly, I haven't seen too many reviews for these, and honestly, the sneaker itself and the quality control is out of this world. Let's go ahead and get right into it, you guys. We have the Tinker Hatfield Air Jordan 3s. For those of you guys that don't know, there have been a lot of mock-ups, and I gotta say they were supposed to be a lot more limited. Definitely not the reason I got them. I actually paid full price and was completely okay with that, and I actually wanted to get them a little bit early, so I got them from Sneakers and stuff. It might not exactly be early to you guys because it's a couple days after the release, but honestly, these are insane. Initially, they were supposed to release somewhat similar to the Katrinas with a little bit of cement print, and instead it's basically an Airmax inspired Air Jordan 3 Tinker to go along with all the Air Maxes that they've been releasing in correlation with Air Max Day, Air Max Week. They've been doing tons of Air Maxes, tons of Vapor Maxes, basically anything with Air or AirPods they've been releasing, and honestly, this one's the sickest, and this one has probably got to be the most underrated sneaker to come out in the last couple months. Honestly, I don't know how they didn't sell out, and honestly, I think the prices are going to be going up on these. As you guys can see, we've got the really nice shiny or metallic Tinker Hatfield branding on the front. Here on the side, we've got the Jumpman in the red colorway. Flipping over to this side, it's pretty plain, but we do have that black and gray cement pattern all the way around the bottom of the box. We've got that little air hole here on the side, the red Jumpman, and then of course the barcode pricing and sizing sticker that we get with all sneakers and all Jordans. I got a nice little packet from Sneakers and stuff. Like I said, I did get these a couple hours early from Sneakers and stuff in Germany, and honestly, I'm really glad I did. Not to say that I wouldn't have gotten a great pair from anywhere else, but the quality control on the pair that I got is just unreal. Shout out to Sneakers and stuff. As you guys can see, the inside of the box comes with that typical cement packaging. Nothing too crazy, but I do like that they added the nice Tinker Hatfield on the packaging, and this particular pair does come with a lot of extra goodies. So let me go ahead and grab everything out of the box, and bang the Air Jordan 3 Air Max Tinker Hatfield. And as you guys can see, they are looking absolutely beautiful. No glue stains, no quality control. The leather on these is buttery and tumbly. Honestly, the people that passed on these, I really don't know why. As you guys can see, popping out from the top, we have an additional pair of red and gray laces. We've got white laces on the top, so whether you want red, white, or gray, or a combination of the two, you have that option, which I think is really dope. Let me go ahead and flip these laces over to the other side, and I know looking at this patterning on the bottom, yes, it does not have the cement like we thought it would, but you guys can see that it has a very strong Air Max influence, and I just think these are really dope. There's no cement patterning anywhere on the sneaker, and to be completely honest, it really doesn't need it. Let's go ahead and start off the review with the outsole like we usually do. We have a majority gray outsole, but we do have a small portion in white with the Nike branding in red, and then of course right here on the bottom of where the toe box would be, we have that hit of black. Looking around to the midsole, we have an all white midsole, and then of course we've got that really nice air unit. And like I said on a lot of the pairs recently, as you can see on the inside of the air unit, it's actually almost like an off-white color, and the reason they started doing that is because that would be one of the first things to start yellowing. As you guys can see on the left pair, we also get that Nike tag, and I was actually wondering what was going on with that, because for the last few colorways of the Air Jordan 4s, which is basically where we get these tags pretty often, they weren't doing them. So like, I think almost as far back as those Drake 4s that came out, I know they basically took Drake off that model, they called them the Raptor 4s, but from that point on, they stopped doing the tags. Even the Tattoo 4s and the Black Gum SE 4s that you guys saw on the channel, those didn't have the tag either. Not that it's the end of the world, but especially for the $225 price range, I definitely want all the add-ons and extras, and of course quality is key as well. As you guys can see, we've got a nubuck red loop that comes all the way around the bottom where we would typically have that cement patterning, and then looking at the upper, we've got that really nice tumbled leather. Again, I know I mentioned this on one of the pairs that I had just reviewed recently. Just because something is tumbled doesn't mean it's gotta be super soft. For those of you guys that have been collecting leather jackets and leather bags and stuff like that, just because it's not soft doesn't mean it's good. Just because it's tumbled doesn't mean it's good. But this is a actually really nice thick cut of leather. You can just tell it's got the nice tumble. It's not so soft that it just feels mushy, but honestly I really don't like that either. And honestly I think it holds up really nice on this silhouette. The quality, like I said, is out of control. And then we have the perforated gray strip and then those white rounded out eyelets that hold the laces. We've got this double eyelet here on the top with those red outlines, and then of course the mini wings that flap out, which is really dope. I don't think anybody really laces up this portion. I think it's really just more of a tag holder. I usually lace them up to here, basically where they are, and then I leave these undone so that that nice big puffy tongue can just stick out and show that red Jumpman there on the tongue. Going around, flipping around and looking at the inside, as you can see, this is the left sneaker and we have Tinker Hatfield on the inside. Let's go ahead and take a look at the right sneaker. This side has Tinker Hatfield as well, and of course the internal is all red. Let me go ahead and push the shoe tree down. We've got an all red insole with that Nike Air, and one of the highlights on the sneaker, the Nike Air on the back, and I think it pops really nice with that gray tab. And I really like how instead of just going with the white tab and the red writing, they went with gray to kind of match along with the perforations, and then of course that silverish or grayish Nike writing on the inside. For those of you guys that don't know a whole lot of history about the 3, they actually didn't have the swoosh on the side, and that's why when they do them they actually make sure that they're a little bit subdued. But one of the really cool things about this is it actually has the interchangeable swooshes. As you guys can see here, we've got the Velcro, and this is the white swoosh that came with it. I'm actually going to go ahead and put this to the side real quick because I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the goodie bag. And basically the goodie bag comes with a whole bunch of different type of swooshes. Let me go ahead and open these up. The red swooshes, I'm going to go ahead and put the different swooshes on to see which one I like best. Let me know what you guys think as well. All right, so I pulled off, we had that original white swoosh that goes on the side, and that basically is so that the entire sneaker will just look like an all white sneaker. You can kind of see the outline of the swoosh, which is nice, but it gives it just the outline and it almost looks like it blends in. But the next one I'm going to go ahead and put on is the red swoosh. And honestly, that looks really fire. It's the same exact color as the bottom here, and I think that looks really sick. Wow. Let's go ahead and try on the gray swoosh. As you guys can see, it matches the gray accents around the eyelets, and then of course the gray on the back tab here, but I don't think it goes very well with the white and then the red hits on the bottom. Let's go ahead and take that one off. The next one we're gonna put on is the 3M swoosh, and I have a feeling this one's gonna look a little bit better. I'm not putting these on perfectly, guys, and honestly I gotta say these look pretty much almost exactly the same as the gray swoosh. The only difference is that is going to give you that really nice 3M pop with the flash, or at night if you're walking with these at night. But honestly, so far I really do like that red swoosh the best. And of course, last but not least, we have the cement swoosh. Let's go ahead and put that bad boy on, and there we have it. That one looks a little bit better. So honestly, in my opinion, I would say red swoosh or cement swoosh. Me personally, I would go with the red swoosh first and then the cement swoosh, but I love a sneaker that has a ton of customizability. For those of you guys that want the gray stripe, you got the gray stripe. If you want the 3M stripe, you got 3M. If you want white, you want gray, you got gray. And for me, I think I like the red, and the red looks really sick. I think that's actually what I'm gonna go with. And like I said, on the inside, they actually don't have the Nike swoosh. And like I said, on the inside, they don't have the swoosh. They have that Nike branding going up the wing here on the top. Let's go ahead and take another quick look up here at the top. Just like around the laces, we have that perforated gray color. Let's go ahead and take a closer look around the collar. We have that really nice perforated look around the collar, just like we had around the eyelets. And then of course, I did show you the insole on the inside. It's the Nike Air and the red bottom, but we do have a really nice gray sock liner, and honestly I kind of like that because when you're wearing socks, a lot of times you'll have lint and stuff that will come off, and having a dark sock liner is always better. Honestly, this is a super dope silhouette. I actually just want to give you guys some close-up views and give you the spin. Look around at the quality control. There's no rips, there's no tears. The stitching is perfect. No glue stains, no issues whatsoever. Honestly, not only is this one of my favorite pairs of the year, but this is probably one of the cleanest pairs that I've gotten in the last several years. And because of that, this is definitely one of my favorites. And as always, I'm super excited to be adding this to the collection. And with that, I'll go ahead and wrap up the review. And if you guys are new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe and smash that notification bell so you can get all my videos on demand. And don't forget to hit that like button. It's Heat Kicks. I'm out.